we will, the executive session closed at 9:37. We will reconvene to the open session at 9:43 p.m. on February 25th. 11A, update discussion, possible action on Springfield Road properties, possible executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, consultation with attorney. There was no action on this item. Item 11B has been pulled because the TML legal representation has not been in attendance for this item. We will move to item 12A, request by mayor and council members for items to be placed on future city council agendas and announcements on city events of community interest. Mayor Pro Tem Grant.
You're not going to believe this and everything. Thank you.
Councilmember Greider.
I have nothing to add.
Councilmember Hernandez.
Please bear with me, I kind of look this up.
Pull your microphone down.
Oh, yeah. All right. When I asked why the streets of Kirby are so horrible, I was advised that the streets of Kirby have been neglected in the past, as stated earlier. I then asked if the new 2019 street assessment plan that was put in place will be done in the 3 years, as they stated. I was told the 3-year plan was for so many streets in 3 years, and another set of streets for another 3 years increment. As everything was done. I read the front page of this program and it states that the road will be done in 3 years. I read further and it still stated the same thing. I don't see any note of increments. I would like to know how many bonds are being held in banks and for what purpose. I understand we are doing streets at strategic cost by having the city of San Antonio help with so much per year on the streets.
No.
The city of San Antonio doesn't help us.
How does it help us?
Stop, we're not discussing. Go ahead.
Anyway, grants. Okay. There's so much per year on streets. Grants. If we can afford to, I would like to consider repairing other streets per year as the plan indicated so that we could possibly be done mostly in the 3 years. The citizens are suffering due to the streets being so horrible. I hear about the tires having to be replaced, even jokes being said about it here in the chamber. There's suspension work, other issues on the vehicles that they have to deal with, on top of this COVID and everything else that we're having to deal with. They demand that we fix their streets, especially since they have such a high tax rate now. It's unfair for them to have to additionally have to make repairs as needed due to these streets. If we can't use these bonds, then at least try to make an effort to find a way to deal with this issue much better. I advise our citizens that the streets would be my main purpose for running for councilman when I initially began. I intend to keep my promise in any form I can find. I would appreciate an assistance from anyone that can provide me any help on this issue. Thank you.
Anything else? Councilmember Apodaca.
A couple of things. I'd like to thank anyone who purchased a lunch or dinner from the Kirby Senior Center on the 12th of February. We appreciate the support. On March 20th, that's a Saturday, from 8 to 3, the Senior Center will have a garage sale. If you're interested to be a vendor, the stalls are $25. And you can contact the center for more information. And again, I would like to thank the city employees and the department heads for the excellent leadership during this storm. Really appreciate you guys. And that's it.
Okay. And I echo what Councilmember Apodaca said about the city city staff, you know, through all of that. It wasn't easy for anyone, and so I appreciate the fact that we made it through. March 6th is the City of Kirby Household Hazardous Waste Collection Event. So there'll be flyers for that, so March 6th. And as Councilman Abbadaka said, March 20th is the garage sale at the Senior Center. If we could, I know that we actually spoke about that. This evening was about Republic, just in passing, but if we could please try to get that on the agenda. I know that they're not doing open meetings, or they haven't given the go-ahead, but we really need to address that one option or whatever in the ordinance as far as the carts and things. It's gone on quite a long time now. I mean, we were holding on to where we could meet face to face, but God knows when that's going to happen. But I do think that we need to address some of those cart issues about time frame, etc. And anything else? Okay,
Can I say something?
you can.
Thank you.
Just pull your mic down so you can.
Sorry. Got a couple issues. First thing, I'd like to make sure we thank HEB and the Senior Center for helping out during this freeze. Those blankets come in handy, and Norma gave them out. She come in and opened up during the freeze to help anybody in distress. One other thing, or two other things only, I've been catching a lot of flack about the street sweeper. And I've done well working on water leaks. Mike, we got any better answer than that?
Excuse me, sir, do I have a better answer than what?
Why the street sweeper ain't being used?
Yes, sir, I have a choice. To either put a guy up in the street sweeper, or to put him working on the water leaks, or
That's
doing something else.
That's what I thought.
As the city manager spoke to earlier, we are at, I believe, a 10-person crew
Right.
of public works employees that support this city and this organization. And we currently have 6 people on staff. These six people provide you with water, they provide you with wastewater, they look after your streets, they look after your parks.
We have 4 openings, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the holdup on hiring these people?
You want me to tell you, sir?
They don't want to pay.
Yeah, I can understand that, but are we getting any applications or?
When McDonald's offers $15 an hour?
We can't have a full-blown discussion.
Yes, ma'am.
Just,
I'm sorry, ma'am.
no, it's okay, I just want to make sure. that
Yes, ma'am.
We're not
Thank you,
having this whole discussion.
I tell them call the city, so they don't answer the phone, what they do.
And what?
And they don't answer the phones, that's what the residents tell me. I tell them the same thing, the water leaks, they're busy, they're tired of hearing it. They said it's been 4 or 5 months since their streets been cleaned. I said, I can understand, but bear with us, But it's every month, they come to me, complain. That's what I'm here for. But I want answers besides, not having enough employees, we need to do something. We changed the policy for it. I know the pay has a lot to do with it, but. And another thing I want to bring up again, like we talked about earlier, is mixed use. If we brought a policy in for our ordinance for the zone with mixed use, everybody would have to keep coming back to council.
Planning and zoning is beating that to death at the moment. They've been looking at it for quite some time. So I can at least say that much, that they're looking at it. However, again, not discussing it, so I'm just gonna say is in order to have mixed use, you have to identify available property that is available and what its use would be for that. So that's the stuff that they're going to be looking at.
Well, you said there's 4 on the agenda.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, everything in commercial should be zoned.
I got it, speaking yes or no.
There's a lot of work to rezone and all that, so they're working at it, so, is it gonna be on their agenda again, Heidi? So, if anybody wants to catch that P and Z meeting, you can hear it.
So, I was supposed
No, I was just asking Councilmember Martin if that was it. All right, and that, if you're planning on voting in the May 1st election, you have to register to vote by April 1. If anybody is interested or not not registered, you have to do that, otherwise, or to change an address. So, all right, have a great weekend.